Hi everyone, I'm Sophia Noor Rafa, and tonight I will be discussing something very interesting and something very light, you can say. Like anybody can try these things and try to test a network's MTU value. Um, for example, suppose you have like a network or a network address, IP address, or a network's DNS, which is the domain name, uh, and then you can from your operating system's terminal you can actually check what's the maximum transmission unit of that network. For example, if I want to check the maximum transmission unit, or like the size of a packet or packets, the total size of the packets sent at one time that cannot exceed a certain value. That value will be known as the MTU. Okay, so I cannot send packets that exceed the MTU value. If the MTU value is less than the data packet size, then the data packet will need to be fragmented. So we don't want fragmentation, because fragmentation makes uh, the job of a network comparatively more complex. So you don't want that. You don't want fragmentation, because it actually leads to complexities like routing complexities, and then you have to process the data. Of course, the fragments need to be organized again, and then the data needs to be sent again. So it actually is more time consuming, so you don't want fragmentation. So the MTU value is something that the network sender and receiver should like probably take a note of. Or if the data size is too large, then oftentimes we don't see the data sent. So let's check out the MTU value now. Let's start with Facebook. So we're going to start with ping. It's the ping command that we're going to use, and we're going to type -L, which actually means that the number I'm going to type, for example, for 2000, I mean 2000 bytes. So -L means bytes. It sets the buffer size of the MTU. And now I'm going to type the network facebook.com. So I'm going to send 2000 bytes of data to www.facebook.com. So you can see request is timed out. Request times out again. This times out again. Okay, so we saw that we couldn't send the data, so it's not the MTU. 2000 is not the MTU for www.facebook.com. So we're going to try a different number, different buffer number. 10,000 www.facebook.com. So it's going to ping Facebook obviously and try to send 16,000 bytes of data and see if it goes through. Otherwise it's request timed out. That means we are not receiving any acknowledgement of the data we're trying to send. That means the data is not being sent. Alright, let's try again. So 1500 www.facebook. That's timed out. Request timed out. Request timed out. Request timed out again. Request timed out. So let's try to send. So request times out again. So let's see. Again times out. Alright, let's check minus 1460. So yes, actually we can send 1460 bytes of data to www.facebook.com. We can see that we get a reply. But when we send 1499 bytes of data, this is where I send like this command. I try to send 1499 bytes of data to Facebook, but I didn't get any reply. So let's try again and try to find the actual size, MTU size. 1461. www.facebook. So yes, we are actually receiving replies. So we can send and then check gradually what will be the value. So let's try 70. So request times out again. So we cannot send 1480 bytes of data, but we could send 1470 bytes of data as we receive replies. So the MTU value is probably in between 1470 and 1480. Did we try 1471? No. Let's try something else. Like A minus L 1471. www.facebook.com. Yes, we actually receive replies. So let's try to find 472, 75. Request times out. That means the value must be somewhere between 1470 and 1475. Somewhere between this 70 to 75. 1470 to 1475 bytes of data should be the MTU value. Somewhere in between. So let's try P minus L 1473 www.facebook.com. So this times out. Times out again. Alright, so our final try would be to try this. Yes, so actually this is the MTU value, you can say. You can say that this is the MTU value because if we exceed 1472, which means that if I try to send 1473, I will not get replies from Facebook, right? Yes, so this is the MTU value. 1472 is the MTU value for www.facebook.com as we received replies, acknowledgements from Facebook, and you can see the statistics here. Bytes 1472 times 16 milliseconds, and the TTL is 55. So this is the value. This is the final value for Facebook, which is 72, and www.facebook.com. So yes, we do receive replies. So this is going to be the MTU value for Facebook, and you can try any other network like this. You can increase and decrease the bytes of data you want to send to that specific network, and check if you get replies, acknowledgements or not, or if you get requests timed out. If you get requests timed out, that means you're sending too much of data to that network, and that network cannot process. Okay, thank you.